I'm Josh, and I just saw the Batman.
Oh man. So I'm still processing what I saw tonight. Is it worth the hype? We'll get there. This is, of course, spoiler free. This film isn't dropping until March 4th, so I was very lucky to see it tonight, March 1st, in IMAX here in Des Moines, Waukee of all places, the Palms Theater. It's a great theater. It's a Fridley theater. I have enjoyed going there ever since it opened. I was very fortunate to get these tickets. I didn't even really plan to see the film yet. I mean, I'll take that back. I planned to see the film, but I didn't get the tickets right away like I usually do. I put it off. So last Friday, I'm scrolling through the app for the theater, and luckily, two seats popped up together. The other seats were apart and then clear at the front. So this is an 80-foot screen. I don't know why we have to put seats that damn close to a screen. In general, any screen, really. It's just, as a kid, yeah, I guess. But as an adult, yeah, hell no. So yeah, got the tickets, super excited. What brought me to get the tickets was all these clips they're showing online. It was driving me nuts. Like, I loved everything I was seeing, and it did its job. It got me to want to see the film. So yeah, after seeing each clip about maybe 4 or 5 times each, especially the Batmobile chase, oh my gosh, I was totally hooked. I was already excited to see the Batman. Backing up to when the whole Snyder-Whedon controversy happened, I was really bummed that Ben Affleck looked like he wasn't going to be Batman anymore. I was shocked by his casting originally, but I grew to love him. I love the suit. It was great. It was finally the suit I wanted to see on this big screen, and we got it. And he had a good run. And yet, he's still going to make one more appearance, at least, I think, in The Flash, which is coming this year, I believe. Hope. Yeah, this year, actually. I remember now. So, yeah, I was bummed he wasn't continuing, because I heard he wrote a great script that was going to have all the villains in it. Who knows how much of this is true or not. But anyway, so Matt Reeves was assigned to do the new Batman film. I've seen a few of his films. He did great things for Planet of the Apes, so I'm told. I do own those 2 films he did. Have not seen them yet. So there's that. Actually, I take that back. I did see the second one. I didn't see the third one. So anyway, not a huge Twilight fan. So over the years, I have grown to appreciate Robert Pattinson, his acting. And I don't think you should judge him on any of that compared to this film. Yeah, from day one of his casting, I didn't really have a problem with it, honestly. I thought it worked, and I actually put a cowl over his face for one of our episodes' cover art when we talked about it. And I think some people were having reservations because of the Twilight thing, but I'll tell you, his performance, outside of this film and in this film is fantastic. Don't worry about the whole Twilight thing. And if you hear people dogging his acting, it's just not accurate. I'm sorry, it's just not. Those people probably have not seen anything else but Twilight. So, all that aside, when all this was getting cast and moving forward, I was bummed and excited at the same time. So, gradually we got to see more and more of the film coming, and yeah, the trailers hooked us. Everything hooked us. I love the look of this film from the previews alone. I love the artwork they use. The score is fantastic. It's probably been an hour since I've been out of it. Okay, so can't believe the moment finally came. The Batman has come out. Not officially yet. You gotta wait a few days, but I will tell you, I was very excited to see this film. Very excited. The minute I booked the tickets, I was excited. And I really did feel that this was going to be something special. And then the reviews broke yesterday, I believe, and most accounts were very positive. Obviously, they weren't spoiler reviews, thank God. Sadly, that's kind of what drove me to go see this film sooner, is because I didn't want to get spoiled. Expectations were high. The whole experience in IMAX was great. The crowd, it was busy. This was really a big event, a big deal. And they had like these cool quizzes before the film started. And they actually had a countdown. I think it started at like 5 minutes and it went down from there. And then they had these QR codes, which I took a picture of and haven't really looked too much into them yet. But the whole cast, the main cast anyway, had a nice little intro video, thanking everyone for coming and to enjoy the film. So kind of felt like a big deal, even though this wasn't like a big premiere per se, just with fans, not with like, red carpet in LA or whatever. So anyway, the movie starts. Yeah, I dug it. I really liked it. I really liked the opening. The whole film itself, I liked. I think you knew I was going to go there. I loved it. I thought it was great. It's a 3-hour film, but it doesn't feel like it. It's very well thought out and written, and you could just tell they crafted something really good for us to just take in. It's not your typical action-packed movie. There are great action pieces in this film, but there is a lot of whodunit, murder-type mystery. They're trying to find the Riddler. This is not spoilers at all. If you look at the trailers, that's what's happening. Riddler is a serial killer, like the Zodiac. They modeled him off of. You can tell that by the look. Not my exact favorite look for the Riddler, but it grew on me, and it does make sense for the world this movie gives us. Gotham is very different in this film. Very gritty and kind of hopeless, like you're not going to be able to clean the city up, Batman. It's just hopeless. And it's massive too. It's massive. The city is massive. It's like New York on steroids. Not huge architecture this time, but it's just like a lot of like Times Square, a lot of that in the main hub of the city. There's this big Times Square type of setup, screens, advertisements, all that stuff. I like the look of, and this was like a noir type of film. So they kind of like what the animated series did with the 40s, maybe 50s you could say too, merged with the 90s at the time, because that's when the animated series came out. You had like old-timey looks, but also the technology matched with what we had at the time. So this film, they really get that 70s, 80s look, really, with the cops. Like, I don't know. I counted so many mustaches in this film. It's crazy. It just looked like it was out of the 70s or 80s. Just gritty, the cops wearing leather coats with the big badges and sideburns. But it works. It's not like... This movie is a culmination of many decades. You have modern technology in this film. I'm not giving anything away. If you watch the trailers, you're going to see what I'm telling you. There's phones, smartphones. So it really based in our world still, even though it has its own look. But I dug it. I thought it was really cool. And everyone just... The whole cast was top notch the way they looked. And Zoe Kravitz, wow, she has really grown on me. Her first appearance was, for me anyway, was X-Men First Class. And I thought she did a decent job in that film for what it was. Or for what her part was, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to dog the movie. I did like the movie. But yeah, it left more to be desired, let's say. But she's really grown as an actress, and yeah, she was in Fury Road. How could you forget that performance? That was great. Yeah, she did great in this film. Fantastic. One of my favorite Catwomen. I mean, to me, they've all been stellar, except Halle Berry. I'm sorry, Halle. Robert Pattinson, like I said, delivered the goods. He is a really good Batman. It's Bruce Wayne. This is year 2, so his Bruce Wayne is not quite the Bruce Wayne we have come to know. But, like I said, this is year 2, so that will have some growth in future films, which I'm certain they're going to make. I think that is the plan. I hope this movie does very well. It's going to matter a great deal, of course. Paul Dano, wow. His Riddler was, like I said, was fantastic. It was great. They definitely twisted the Riddler, gave it a more realistic portrayal, like Heath Ledger did with the Joker, I would say. But he's a great actor. He really dials up the creepiness and is just a great performer. The clip that they have out there, and you've seen this in the trailer, the diner scene, the glasses he wears and the way his hair is, he looks like John Denver. Penguin. Wow. I remember the first trailer for the Batman, and man, what a transformation. Colin Farrell knocked it out of the park with all the prosthetics and the voice change. Just incredible. He did a great job. I think it took him 4 hours to get him into looking like the Penguin. It reminds me of Dick Tracy in a way, how all those big stars were made up, but they are very cartoony. This isn't that, but it reminds me of just the heavy makeup process for a big star and just to become something totally different, right? Colin Farrell did a great job. I look forward to seeing more of his Penguin developed through the HBO Max series, and I'm sure he'll pop up in other films, perhaps. Incredible job. Blown away. Loved it. John Turturro, man, Carmine Falcone. I love his Carmine Falcone. It was really good. I think a lot of people forget how good of an actor he is. He's really known for his bizarre characters, especially the Adam Sandler films. Yeah, I think people forget that he's a great, talented actor. And yeah, I loved his portrayal of Falcone. Thought it was really well done. Andy Serkis as Alfred. Oh my gosh. I love Jeremy Irons as Alfred. I am loving all Alfreds we get currently. They're great. Wow, what a transformation. And I know it reflects the comics, how Alfred has become more of a ex-MI5 agent or whatever. So, yeah, Andy Serkis is Alfred. I mean, wow, this guy, he has been around for a long time. And what a career, to not just do motion cap, but man, he's got the acting chops and he delivers. I mean, every actor in this film delivers, I'm telling you. His Alfred's great. I'm a big fan of his Alfred. I like the quirks they give him, and yeah, you'll see it when you see the film. Jeffrey Wright as Gordon. My God. Jeffrey Wright's a great actor. I mean, I'm sorry. They're all great actors in this film. I should just say they're all great and not target them directly. But, man, Jeffrey Wright's Commissioner Gordon is fantastic. Loved him, and I loved how he teamed up with Batman in this. Like I said before, this is not giving anything away. You can clearly tell in the trailer they're working together. I mean, hell, Batman's walking around with all these cops in the room. So that's a new thing, too, by the way, that you've never really seen before. How he's, like, in the company of them versus, like, kind of in the shadows. I mean, I won't go there, but you'll see. Jeffrey Wright, great job as Gordon. Fantastic job. I thought he really brought his own to it. Like, I knew he was going to, but I do love his Gordon. And it doesn't take anything away from the other Gordons. It's just, it's so refreshing to get all these different actors to play these characters, and I think it's really cool. And I think, if the Flash goes into, well, it's not an if, they're going to explore the multiverse. So you have all these versions of Gordon out there. So it's just, it's open season. These characters can be played by other actors, mix and match, all that good stuff. This film was great. I really enjoyed it. It does feel long, but it's not dreadfully long. I don't feel like it was like, oh my God, I can't wait to get out of this. Like, honestly, I cannot wait to see this film again. It's got great detective work, which we've never really seen out of Batman. So it's just so refreshing for them to finally give us that. And, they've teased that in the other iterations of Batman, but this was something new. I dug it. And I don't want to give too much away, but it's a different opening for a Batman film, just a lot of different things they're doing in this film, but it works in so many ways. So yeah, this is something very special. And unfortunately, you can take your kids to it probably because it's PG-13. And for anyone listening from the UK, I feel for you. I guess mainly it would be kids under 13 or 13 that have to have a parent go see it, because basically it got a rated 15, I believe, in the UK. So that means kids have to have a parent go with them. So I feel for you, but I'm sure there's a lot of cool parents out there, or uncles, or aunts, don't want to discriminate, that will definitely help those kids see that film. It's really a great experience, and for a Batman fan, it's wonderful. It really is wonderful. And it's year 2, so if people have reservations like, this doesn't look like my Batman, well, he's just getting started in a way. There are so many more directions to go with these characters, and I hope Reeves for sure does his trilogy. I know he's working on, I think it's Gotham Central or Gotham PD for HBO Max, and a Penguin spinoff. So I am super interested in seeing those, and I think that will help even build the universe more, just like Peacemaker has done, I think, for the Suicide Squad and beyond. I think this is really a good marriage. HBO Max with these Warner Brother DC films have an offshoot show that really brings in more characters, and so you don't have to take a lot of time to introduce them in future films. It's like, well, if you saw the show, then you'll know who this is. I will say I did try to listen to the Batman prequel novel that's on Audible right now before the film. I really wanted to try to dive into this world to know a little bit more about it before I saw the film. So I do plan on doing that now, and I do plan on reviewing that. Listening time is 2 hours, so I will do that. And then I plan to see this film again, and maybe again. I really, really enjoyed it. There was so much cool shit in this film. I can't give it away. I just can't. But yeah, the hype is real. Hype is definitely real. And get your energy up before the film. It's not boring at all. But it's a crime thriller in many ways. I mean, mainly it is a crime thriller with a Batman twist. Batman's in it. There's your twist. Very well done. Very well done. Fight scenes, excellent. My critique about the Nolan films, which were great, was the fight scenes. It was so up close, and you just couldn't see all the movements. This film and what Snyder did with the Batman, or Batman v Superman, and so on, you see these fights. They're very brutal in this film, and it works. It works out immensely. Pattinson just, again, knocked it out of the park. Just well done. Well done. People are going, I think, to respect this Batman, respect him as an actor even more, which they should. So, yeah, just hats off to the whole team. behind this film. Matt Reeves did a wonderful job, and the soundtrack, everything about it is just fantastic. It's just a great time, and it's a great treat. You need to see this film. It's totally worth your time, worth the price of admission. Yeah, I think you're going to dig it a lot, and I cannot wait to get into spoilers with the other Field of Geeks and share that with you as well. Maybe we'll do it in a video, or it'll just be an audio. But I will definitely do a video on the Batman prequel novel sometime. This is our first video, I guess, on the channel, so please like and subscribe and comment. I'd like to know your thoughts on the Batman and other things. We have an open forum for people to state their piece, if you will, about anything comic book related, geek related topics, news, all that good stuff. Help us build this channel. We've been around since 2015, and yeah, all we want to do is go up. So please, the more listens, the better. Please share this with your friends, and I hope you come back and join us for other videos. And very soon, episode 183 of the Field of Geeks podcast will be dropping on this channel, and of course everywhere else you listen to podcasts. So with that said, I'm Josh, and yeah, this is my reaction out of the theater at home. So I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry if I rambled a lot to process, So yeah, go out and see this film, okay? It's so worth it. It's fantastic. It delivered on everything I wanted it to deliver on. So it delivered the goods, and yeah, I can't say enough good stuff about this film. I really can't. So join us next time when we talk spoilers and review the Batman prequel novel. I'm Josh, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and please come on back for all our content. We have so much out there for you guys. We have movie commentaries, special episodes where we've interviewed filmmakers, writers, comic book writers, creators, all that good stuff. We have a lot to offer, and these videos I hope will reach even more people and bring them onto the channel. So with that said, thanks for the support, thanks for watching, and go see the Batman. Be well.